Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before investing in any crypto project. खबरदार, ये वीडियो सिर्फ तालीमी मकासद के लिए है। किसी भी सरमायाकारी से पहले अपनी तहकीक जरूर करें. In this video, we're going to discuss what is EigenLayer and why it is being called a DeFi game changer. Now, before we get into that, if you're new here, I make videos about the cryptocurrency market. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you stay updated. All right, so let's begin with the obvious. What is EigenLayer? Well, in simple terms, it is a service that allows you to earn high yields on your ETH by locking it up or staking it for a certain amount of time. Now, there are many different ways to stake ETH, but EigenLayer is unique because it allows you to do so without having to run your own validator node. That's like the technical term for it. So, EigenLayer basically takes care of all the technical stuff for you. You don't need to do anything. All you have to do is deposit your ETH on their platform, and you're good to go. And they actually launched earlier this year in April. So it's relatively a new protocol. Now the question is, why would you want to use EigenLayer over other staking options? Well, there are two main reasons. Number one, the yields are super high. Like right now, you can earn up to 13% APY on your ETH just by staking it. And compared to other staking options, that's like really high. And reason number two is because they offer flexible staking. So you don't have to commit your funds for a long period of time. In fact, you can start earning yield immediately, and you can also withdraw your funds at any time. Now, obviously, there is a slight penalty for early withdrawals. But that's the case with most DeFi protocols. So now you might be wondering, what is this restaking thing and how does it work? Well, think of it this way. When you stake your ETH, you are essentially lending your ETH to the protocol so they can use it to provide liquidity, and in return, they pay you a yield. Now, this yield is actually paid out in the form of another cryptocurrency called RETH, which stands for rebased ETH. Now, rebase basically means to adjust the supply of a token based on its underlying value. In this case, RETH is pegged 1-to-1 with ETH. So when ETH goes up, so does RETH and vice versa. So basically, a RETH is just a way to distribute the yield to stakers. So now you might be wondering, okay, so I earn RETH when I stake my ETH. Then what? Well, you can either hold it or you can restake it to earn even more yield. Now, this is where things get interesting because you can actually restake your ETH on EigenLayer and earn a yield of up to 20% APY. This means that you can basically double up your yield by restaking your RETH. So you get paid in RETH for staking ETH, and then you get paid even more for restaking that RETH. It's kind of like a snowball effect. The more you stake, the more you earn. And the best part is that you can compound your rewards infinitely. So you can keep restaking your ETH over and over again to earn an insane amount of yield. So now you might be wondering, what are the benefits of restaking? Well, the main benefit is that you can basically multiply your yield by up to 20x. And secondly, it provides some much-needed liquidity to the protocol. Now, this is important because EigenLayer is a decentralized exchange, meaning that they allow people to trade their ETH back into ETH and vice versa. And in order for this to work, they need enough liquidity. Staking your ETH helps them to achieve that. So now you might be wondering, what are the risks involved? Well, the main risk is that you are essentially locking up your ETH for a certain amount of time. Now, this is not a huge issue because you can withdraw your funds at any time. But it does mean that you won't be able to sell your ETH during that time. So if the price of ETH goes up, you will miss out on those gains. Secondly, there is always a risk of smart contract issues. Now, the EigenLayer team has stated that their smart contracts have been audited by Chainsalt and that there is a bug bounty program in place. So the risk is relatively low. Finally, let's answer the most important question. How do you participate? Well, first you need to download the MetaMask wallet. Once you've done that, head over to the website and connect your wallet. After that, simply click on Deposit and deposit some ETH. Once your ETH has been deposited, you will receive an equal amount of ETH in return. Now, if you want to restake your wreath, simply click on the Restake button and select the amount of wreath you want to restake. Finally, click on the Max button and confirm the transaction. All right, so that was a quick overview of EigenLayer and restaking. If you want to learn more about this topic, I suggest you watch this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.